If all goes according to plan, and at the Virginia legislature, that's often not the case, the election year session of the General Assembly is supposed to end on Saturday. There's much to do before lawmakers head home. The House and Senate have to work out their few remaining differences over state spending. They're also at odds over legalizing electronic gambling machines. You may have seen them at filling stations and convenience stores. And there are disagreements over tax breaks for those energy-hungry data centers. But with adjournment, attention turns again to Governor Glenn Youngkin. What will he do with all that legislation pushed his way by the General Assembly? He can sign it into law. He can propose changes that lawmakers would vote up or down in April. The governor can also veto, that is, reject bills that he doesn't like. And Youngkin can use that veto to fly-spec individual items in the state budget. Given that he's a Republican and the legislature is controlled by Democrats, there are plenty of issues on which they disagree. That includes setting up a commercial framework for selling and taxing retail sales of marijuana. Another is a local voter-approved sales tax to pay for school construction. Democrats have sent both bills to Youngkin. He's vetoed them before. He's likely to veto them again. And those vetoes will stand because Democrats, who have slender majorities in the House and Senate, don't have the votes to override Youngkin and put these measures into law over the governor's objections. Such standoffs are standard operating procedure in divided government. On issues that define the political parties, one always says yes, the other always says no. The only thing everyone gets out of this, political talking points. In this case, the campaign for governor and the election to decide control of the House. So on tax relief, a huge issue for Youngkin since he took office in 2022, expect Democrats to say one-time rebates of $200 to $400 that they're including in the budget are fiscally responsible, given economic uncertainty. Youngkin, who wanted more permanent tax cuts, will say that Democrats would rather spend your money on more of their big government programs. The point is that for politicians, it's often a lot easier to motivate voters by talking up disagreements with the other guy rather than agreements. And this speaks to that figurative insurance policy available to Virginians. It's called divided government. There's ample evidence that in contemporary Virginia, if one party controls the governorship and the legislature, it's just a matter of time before they blow it, that they go overboard. Divided government can be messy and unproductive, but sometimes the best way for voters to protect themselves is to protect the politicians from each other. For the Richmond Times-Dispatch, this is Jeff Shapiro.